Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is going to be more on a serious note. So, this is regarding the non-disclosure statement that Jeff and Shaleia have members sign, and the disclosure statements I'm referring to are the open forum disclosure statement. I'm pretty sure they have one for the admin disclosure statement, and then as well as the Church of Union disclosure statement, which is pretty much Jeff took the statement that he has for the open forum and he pretty much just changed a few words so that it fits the Church of Union. It's the same verbiage and everything. So I do have someone who actually works in legal reach out to me and give me some information when it actually comes to these non-disclosure statements. And this was the feedback that I received. So this person told me I can share this advice with anyone who is scared to come out or come forward because of the digital HQ non-disclosure agreement. Some quick notes on the non-disclosure agreement. You have to sign to stay in the digital headquarters form. Okay, so this is the digital headquarters. I know there's also one for even being in the open forum as well. So there's multiple disclosure statements out there, and it pretty much just looks like a copy and paste with Jeff and Shaleia, and just changing the wording to fit the group that they're directing the disclosure agreement to. So let's go on with this. An employer cannot use a non-disclosure agreement to punish someone for revealing abuse. The non-disclosure agreement only prevents confidential information in the digital headquarters form. I'm assuming any other, as well as the other groups as well. It does not protect trade secrets or client information. It does not protect private Facebook messages, emails, or shared Google documents. Nothing outside the digital headquarters form is protected. And you can put digital headquarters. You could pretty much insert whatever, because the non-disclosure agreements, they're pretty much copy and paste. In fact, a lot of what the digital headquarters form is not protected either if the information is being revealed for the purpose of showing abuse. Jeff did not. Okay, so this is where going into for those who were working with Jeff, and when it came to payment, in particular, this was because this person knew I was in the gaming industry, the gaming company. When it came to Jeff and Shaleia, this goes into this. So the person states, Jeff did not pay you for your work for his for-profit business. He was supposed to pay you minimum wage as set by the state of Michigan, plus overtime, which he didn't. He cannot treat you like an employee and expect that he has the rights of an employer over you. Because he never employed you, he exploited you for free labor and is liable for it. Trying to think, is there anything else? And then, let me see here. So that's all this person had to say with that. She also provided, so thank you so much. Here's a copy of the, okay, so for those who want to know what the actual digital headquarters Facebook forum non-disclosure agreement says, I will read it for you. I'll read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's pretty much, if you are in the open forum or if you're in the Church of Union, it's pretty much a copy and paste. So a lot of this is going to sound extremely familiar for a lot of you guys. So here we go. As a condition of my membership in the secret Facebook forum called Twin Flames Universe Digital Headquarters, and then in parentheses, the forum or any related Facebook forums run by Mr. Jeffrey Allen, parentheses, Mr. Allen, I agree to this non-disclosure agreement as follows. I acknowledge that as a member of this forum, I will have access to confidential information about Mr. Allen's company, Twin Flames Universe. I understand that the purpose of the forum being categorized as a secret group on Facebook is expressly to protect confidential information as used herein, which that's a lie. Because I've been in that open forum, and I mean, you got people on a watch list. I mean, that's not confidential information, like, and you're talking about why they're on watch lists and stuff like that. So that's not the use of the group, or that wasn't the use of the group. Let me see here. Okay, so confidential information, which includes is not written to open written posts, written comments, uploaded photos, uploaded videos, recordings, and live video recordings, passwords, and all uploaded files and other documents in the forum. The term confidential information shall not include information which is or later becomes available outside the forum through no fault of mine. So, as like I told you, the person who reached out to me, who deals with deals with or broke the actual, can't even talk, broke down the actual confidential information and stuff like that. The videos that Jeff and Shaleia post, the posts that they put on there, and I've got some posts from the actual headquarters group and things like that. That information is not confidential. So yeah, especially if you're in, especially this definitely becomes voided out when you're talking about abuse. But I mean, even still, like this contract or this agreement it's not worth the O's and I's, or the I's or the ones and zeros that form it. So yeah. So anyway, I acknowledge that I will also have access to confidential information about Mr. Allen and all members of the forum, collectively third parties, except in the course or of international discussion with the forum. I will not at any time directly or indirectly disclose, reproduce, reverse engineer, decompile, disassemble, or transfer in whole or in part any confidential information. So let's look up the definition of confidential information real quick so we can actually get a better idea on that. You guys are going to hear some noise, and I do apologize. That's me moving my keyboard from my main computer. Stop. Let me see. Information breach of confidence purpose confidential must be identifiable, have some form of originality and not important important public knowledge, and essentially must be able to identify information. Breach of confidence. So here's the thing. Confidential information can vary depending on what's already out there for the person. So, reading through this real quick, trying to skim through it. It's not really given anything here. And I'm doing this real time, guys, so do apologize, but I want you guys to really be able to. Okay, so pretty much confidential information or items that should be kept private. This can include This can include, but I mean, it can include, so it doesn't mean that it does include documents, images, or audio material. This is dealing, especially when you're talking about privacy when it comes to like client professional relationships. Any information that's generally not public, like so someone's like address, their phone number, so anything that's pretty, I mean, you guys can research it on your own. There's a lot of information out there regarding confidential information, and what could be considered confidential and what cannot be considered confidential. I would say an example of this also would be like someone's medical history would be confidential because it's not something that they just have out there in the open for the most part. Like I said earlier, their address, unless of course, it doesn't become confidential if they're putting it out there, like, they've got it posted all over the internet, and that's not confidential anymore, or their email address that they've never shared it to a bunch of people, and now you've got people sending crazy emails and stuff like that. So confidential information can be very tricky when it comes to certain things. But once again, as we talked about, when you're talking about exposing abuse and mistreatment, it's a whole different situation, right? So then it goes on to say, I agree that I shall not, during the course of my relationship in the form, nor at any time thereafter, directly or indirectly, in public or in private, in any manner or in any medium whatsoever, going on and on and on. Okay, so pretty much, they talking about not releasing any of the comments, writings, remarks, or other expressions that could be constructed to defame the form or Mr. Allen's company or third parties. So here's the thing: if you're releasing the truth, I'm gonna finish that right there. So defaming. Let's look up the definition of that. I don't want to give you guys wrong information. Dictionary. Because once again, if you have proof that someone is showing abuse, whether it be verbal or whatever, then that's not, and they're the ones that are doing it, that's not defaming. They're just showing your true guy. They're just showing who you truly are, honestly. So defaming, to attack the good name or reputation by uttering or publishing false information, slander, Jesus, not slaughter, so false accusations or slander is pretty much the definition of defaming. So pretty much you are giving false information about someone. If someone is showing your messages with your name on it, and you're the one who is showing verbal abuse, or the comments that you're putting out there, or these posts that you're putting out there, that is not defaming. That's what you put out there. It's not fake. It's not false accusations. It's what you're putting out there and what you're saying to people. If you've got an audio of your voice talking about how people who leave are, gaslighting and all the rest of this crap, and then people, call you out for it, or, show facts as to some of the stuff that you're doing, that's not slander and that's not defaming. So, yeah. So, that's kind of what I want to go over. I do have some other videos that I'm going to be working on. One is regarding the gaslighting video. Someone actually broke down that video and sent me their notes and their take on it. So I'm going to be recording that video hopefully today, if not this week. I know I still have the interview that I have to post. I also, for those who don't know, there have been some students who had been leaving, students who were very very deep in TFU. So I don't know what's going on. There's also some posts about Jeff talking about how people who are in this group, they pretty much need to align their minds with their guru, aka Jeff Shaleia, and Grace, who is their, I guess, their soon to be child, whenever that happens. But oh, awesome. I don't have the screenshots. Go back. So I'm going to be showing, or I'm going to be reading those, because those are very, very difficult to read, I find. And I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a tidbit what I mean when I say that, about this whole aligning your mind with the guru type symbol. And pretty much how it goes. Jeff is he's contradicting himself in so many ways. And this video is about 17-20 minutes long, so I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to try to get these videos out quicker for you guys, just with the information that I have, information that's provided for me, because I'm getting a lot of new information almost daily. So expect for that stuff to come out. The one on the gaslighting, I may not show my face. I may just be recording and reading. I know a lot of people are asking me about the cult series that's coming out. It's coming. I promise. I'm just trying to figure out what's priority right now with the new information that's being released and what's not. So I do thank you guys for taking the time to watch these videos. I thank you guys for sharing these videos and for supporting me in these videos. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.